So if you guys are looking to get into real estate investing in 2024, today I'm going to highlight some of the huge benefits that you'll get instead of buying one door if you'll buy a duplex in one transaction. You see, in real estate, there's so many different categories that you can buy in, and I'll start by explaining those. So single family is typically 4 units or less. 5 units or more is typically multifamily, and then land can be considered residential or industrial, depending on what it's zoned as. But in each of these different categories, there is own subset of properties. So single family, 4 units or less, you'll still have one door, one residential house. You'll have townhomes, you'll have condos. You'll have duplexes, triplexes, or quads, and each individual category has its own. Now, the coolest part about a duplex is that it's considered single family, but yet it's 2 doors, has 2 separate entrances, typically, has its own kitchen, has its own bathroom, has its own beds, and its own entrance and exits. Because duplexes are considered single family, this provides some very, very unique situations that you can apply just being a normal average person that wants to buy property on the side or buy rental properties to replace their 9-to-5 income. And today I'm gonna go over those with you so that way you can determine if you should buy a duplex or if you should buy a single family. Let's get into it. Number one is that since a duplex is considered single family, to a bank that's going to finance you is still considered single family. Big hack, because if you're gonna pay for, if your goal is to buy rental property, say you need one rental property to make $400 net cash flow a month. So to make $800, now you need to buy a second. To make $1,200, now you need to buy a third. But in a duplex, you can do that in one transaction with one loan. The beautiful part about it being a single family is that if you wanted to qualify for the lower down payment assistance programs, the FHA loans that you only need to have 3.5% down, then you can buy a duplex and make this your owner occupied residence to use that loan. So if you buy this duplex, you use the loan, to get in with 3.5% down. And for what I paid for it, it'd be like $6,000-$7,000 down. Then you use the next door to cover your mortgage. So in this particular case, my mortgage on this property is $712. Well, a 2-bedroom, 1 bath in this area rents out for $1,000. So for you who can qualify for an FHA loan, can buy a property like this and live mortgage free. Number 2 reason why you should buy a duplex over a single family house is because it allows you to get to your freedom number faster. Faster. See, the thing is, the value of this property will be based off of how many beds and baths are here. So this is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath on this side and a 2-bedroom, 1 bath on the other. So essentially I have a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. And when you look up a comparable market analysis, or you look up an ARV, it'll tell you that the value of this particular property is about $269,000. Now, typically when you have one house, you have one set of income. But since this is a duplex, you're going to have 2 separate sets of income if you choose not to live there. On this side, I'll have $1,000 coming in. On that side, I'll have $1,000 coming in. So on one purchase, I'll have more income and less expenses. You see, for 2 houses, you'll have property taxes on one, property taxes on the mortgage over here, mortgage over there, taxes over here, taxes over there, and 2 separate maintenances. But on this one, since there's one roof, right? There's one house, we don't double up on the expenses. And realistically, in real estate, that's typically where people go wrong with their numbers, is underestimating the expenses. We'll have one insurance policy and one thing of taxes, which over time is going to allow us to get paid more to own 2 cash flowing doors. Number 3, why I like buying duplexes over a single family is because it's easier to add value in these kind of properties. So one thing you want to look for to determine if it's a real duplex is the electrical separate on both sides? Is it metered separately? Meaning, does the tenant pay for their own electric in unit A, and does the tenant pay for their own electrical in unit B? Or does the landlord pay for the electrical for both sides, or water for both sides, or gas for both sides? You see, the easiest thing you can do to add value to a property like this is if the landlord is carrying the burden of electrical, water, or gas, because it's not metered separately. You can simply pay most utility companies between $500 and $1,500 to separate those meters, which will now add value. It'll now add more cash flow to the property. It will instantly improve the value without doing very much work at all. These properties can be easy to force appreciation on, which makes it easier to cash flow, which makes it easier to profit and sell. If you guys want to get into real estate investing, I'm going to highly encourage that you make it a practice to go out and drive in neighborhoods that you want to buy. Use the Deal Machine app, dealmachine.com/taking action. Drive in those neighborhoods, find those duplexes, put them in your Deal Machine app, get the seller's name, phone number, email address, and send them a message. Send them a text message, call them, see if they'll consider selling. Because when you buy property like this, you'll have a way easier time increasing the value faster and also collecting that rent cash flow, so that way you guys can leave your 9-to-5 and replace your 9-to-5 income. So if you guys want to get more real estate investing knowledge, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe so videos like this pop up in your feed more. Have an amazing day, y'all. Peace.